Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. So, a couple weeks ago, I released the second episode of my Spectacular Spider-Man fan series. I already made a part 1 of the behind the scenes video not too long after I released the episode, so if you haven't seen that video, make sure to go check it out. So one thing that I had mentioned a little bit in that behind the scenes video was that we got to film in a hotel, and that was something I was super excited about. That was something I've never really got to do before, and I haven't really explored doing different sets and things like that. We got really lucky with the library, but that's kind of like public access already, so this felt a little more grand. This hotel is called the Hacienda of Newport Richey. It was built almost 100 years ago. It has Morocco-style architecture, and it's just a beautiful place. It was originally built with only 100 rooms and was also meant to be used as a country club of sorts. It's located right in the heart of downtown Newport Richey, and it's kind of a staple for the city. It's reported that the hotel was built for about $100,000 at the time. That would be $1.8 million in today's money. That is bonkers to me. I literally got to shoot in a $1.8 million hotel for free. All just because I reached out. I didn't even offer anything. I literally just said, hey, I have this idea and I think it would be really cool if we did this. And they were like, sure. I was pleasantly surprised at how easy the process was for this. I honestly just sent them an email. They actually got back to me pretty quickly. The owner of the property itself actually got back to me, and he seemed super excited to even have somebody come film there. He then sent the messages over to the actual manager of the hotel itself. So it took a couple days after that, but once they had figured out some dates, they actually sent me like multiple choices of when I could come in. And they let me have the room completely for free. I was at least expecting to put down maybe a deposit or anything to cover the room, and they just let me have it for the night. So I locked in a date with them and everything was set and ready to go. And luckily this place is only like 10 minutes from my house. Oh yeah. Eddie's gonna be right down there, dude. It's like perfect. And over there's the bank. Very cool. We're filming a couple scenes over the next few days. Primarily the Scarlet scene is why we're here. I updated the belt buckle from the last time you guys probably had seen it. And the mask, web shooters are down there. Speaking of the accessories for the Scarlet Spider suit, I wanted to make sure that they were accurate to the comics. For the web shooters, they are very simple. They're actually just Target wristbands. They were black originally, and then I turned them silver. And then for the belt buckle, it was kind of time consuming, but it was worth the process. I just used some paint markers and I went through and did the lines, I colored in the face and the lenses, and then it gave us that really nice, crisp Spider-Man face on the buckle of the belt. I really wanted the accessories to stand out, and I think that adding the extra flair and color to these things definitely helps with that. But I have Peter's outfit because there's a transition that I want to get from the Daily Bugle that I forgot to do. And then one other scene that I haven't talked about yet. It's really short, but yeah. It involves this, so make from that what you've already seen the fan film, so you know what it is. So I did mention this in the other behind the scenes video, but I wanted to actually show you guys the process of making this newspaper. I just didn't have the time to go get one large format printed and an actual picture. I just got a random newspaper and a bunch of household items to get the shaping correct. Then I just used paint markers for the whole thing. And it worked out fine. I still have the newspaper. I think it looks great. The specific room that I was using was the balcony room, which is kind of why it took a little longer to actually get me in there. I did forget a few things, so I am gonna have to go back to my house, but the good thing about this whole project is that it's been filmed pretty much within 15 minutes of my house, other than one scene, and we'll talk about that at some point. The scene I was shooting was when Peter lands on the roof, and he thinks he sees Eddie in Central Park. There is a park literally right next to this hotel that I was at, and funnily enough, the balcony is directed right at it, which was perfect. I do all of these video shoots pretty much completely solo unless there's somebody else actually in the video, and in which case I'm still kind of doing all of the shooting solo. I'm getting ready as Eddie Brock right now. I didn't really have anybody to fill in as him that could like make it this late, so I've kind of just been doing it for this episode. I figure there's some fun cameos of me playing other characters, because why not? I'm already doing a lot of this myself. So who cares? If you can't find other people, just be the people that you need. Well, there we have it, I guess. I don't really know what else to do with it, so just kind of like flooped it over onto itself, and it kind of looks like all tendrily, so I like it, I guess. I started at like 9:30 or 10 o'clock, right when it got like super dark and there weren't that many people out. Right now I am up on the balcony. I have the shot set up for the Eddie shot where he kind of walks up and Peter thinks that he's seeing him, but he's not really there. So I'm gonna try it a couple ways. I'm gonna do it this way, and then maybe I'll do one kind of including the light and more to this direction. But yeah, I don't know. I just like to be more safe than sorry, and especially when it's just me, I'm the only one that I'm inconveniencing, so I guess it works. I messed my hair up, so I guess now it looks like this, but Eddie Brock. But then I shot all the way until 3 o'clock in the morning, and somehow I still had energy after this to go explore the hotel. I think it's so ironic they've got these freaking spider webs up, and I'm making a Spider-Man scene here. I mean, I know it's Halloween, but I don't know. It is just about 3:30 in the morning, so I gotta be really quiet. Oh, hey, they got vending machines. That's cool. This is actually a pretty cool little area. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, another little seating area that goes out to the park. Very cool. Kind of feels very castle-y through here. Well, I can officially say it does not seem that haunted, but I have not rested my case yet. I have to get through the night. Very creepy vibes. I didn't like see any specific ghosts or any, I would like to eventually actually go back there and do like kind of an investigation, get some actual like equipment and stuff, because the history of the place does really interest me. So that next morning, I met up with my buddy John over at the library where we had filmed a couple of scenes for this episode. And I somehow just forgot to shoot the transition clip where Peter leaves the Daily Bugle after talking to Fozzie. That's where I was standing as Eddie. Wow. All right, guys, we are leaving the hotel. This was an awesome shoot. I really hope to come back here and do some other stuff at some point. But yeah, now we have to go do some Peter Parker stuff, and then filming is done. John even decided to help out and demonstrate for us. Once we had finished that quick clip, we went over to the downtown Main Street area of Newport Richey, and we filmed the scene with Thomas.
That was a good one.
Thomas, or Spider Tiz, is a good local other Spider-Man who I have done a few things with, but I look to work with him a lot more in the future. His appearance will matter a little bit more once episode 3 has been fully realized. But yeah, I was very excited to just kind of finish everything off.
Innocent but still at large. Guess you can't win them all.
Once I had completely finished the Scarlet costume as well, I decided to go back and reshoot the submitting photos scene in the Scarlet outfit. This was just because I wanted a little bit more consistency with the costumes throughout the episode. Hey guys, it's me again. We're filming the submitting photos scene in the Scarlet suit this time, just because I want a little more consistency through the episode. I don't know, maybe I just do that stuff because it helps me get in character, because there's no reason for me to do that. I pretty much knew that all of the camera angles I were gonna get wasn't gonna have the trash can in it. Like, sometimes I have to make sacrifices like that. As I've said a ridiculous amount of times at this point, I have absolutely loved every minute of working on the Spectacular series, and I'm very excited to wrap it up and bring it to a close with episode 3. I have big plans for everything once it's all wrapped up, and I'm excited to show you guys once it's done. If you guys enjoyed this video, you like seeing this behind the scenes kind of content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be making sure to bring a bunch more of this stuff to you guys. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace!